Hey guys, YouTube Warrior 100 here. Alright, and now here's my review of WrestleMania 23. I just got done watching the show just now, and would say this was a damn good WrestleMania. Yeah, a couple of crappy matches, but everything else in the show was pretty damn good. Alright, so we just get into this thing. Show started with Aretha Franklin, or whatever her name is, singing America the Beautiful. And then first match of the night was the Money in the Bank ladder match. Jeff Hardy versus King Booker versus versus Finlay versus CM Punk versus Mr. Kennedy versus Matt Hardy versus Randy Orton versus Edge. Yeah, this was an awesome match right here. Yeah, this was probably match of the night. Yeah, great stuff. Here, early on, all guys just fled to the outside of the ring, and Finlay dove to the outside from the top turnbuckle onto everybody. And a lot of quick attempts to grab the briefcase. First, I think, who was it? Was Edge and someone else. I forgot who. I think it might have been, who was it? Yeah, it was Edge and someone else on the ladder trying to go for the briefcase, but they both fell. Then I think it was Finlay and Randy Orton, and they tried to go for it and they fell off. Yeah, obviously both Hardys, Matt and Jeff, were in this. They were working together. One point, the both of them were on top of the ladder, and they went at it, tried to punch each other off. One point, Edge was on a ladder, just laying on it, while the ends were on the ring canvas and the barricade. Jeff Hardy jumped off of a ladder onto Edge and just went through the ladder, and Edge was pretty much taken out of the match from that point. At one point, Randy Orton got 3 consecutive RKOs on Mr. Kennedy, Finlay, and who was the last guy? Finlay, Kennedy, and I think it was Matt Hardy. Might have been someone else. And then CM Punk was on the ladder with Randy Orton, and Randy Orton gave CM Punk an RKO off of the ladder. Then at one point, King Booker was trying to go for the briefcase, and Matt Hardy was trying to stop him. Queen Charmel grabbed him off, and then Matt Hardy grabbed Charmel into the Twist of Fate position, and King Booker saw it, and he had to make a choice either to get the briefcase or save Charmel, and he chose to save Charmel. And then at the end of this match, CM Punk and Mr. Kennedy are at the top of the ladder. It looked like CM Punk was going to win. He knocked Mr. Kennedy off the ladder. Then Mr. Kennedy bashed CM Punk in the face with a ladder, and CM Punk was knocked off the ladder, and Mr. Kennedy got the Money in the Bank. So, yeah, Mr. Kennedy wins. So, it was a good match, 4 1/4. And then we got the Great Khali versus Kane. Yeah, this match sucked right here. Second worst match of the night. Yeah. To sum this match up, Great Khali, he was dominating Kane, and then Kane getting some assault on the Great Khali. He got a chain with a hook on it, and then at the end, Great Khali got a double arm chokeslam for the win. A 1/4. And then we got the United States Championship match. Chris Benoit defending against MVP. Really good match right here. Yeah, they were doing a lot of great technical wrestling. Yeah, not Finlay. MVP was countering the crossface a few times in the match. Chris Benoit got the sharpshooter on MVP in the match. Yeah, and then at the end of this match, Chris Benoit got a diving headbutt on Finlay for the win. Yeah, so yeah, that was a good match, 3 1/4. And then we got the segment with the Hall of Fame class. Before that, William Garcia announced the attendance, the event. 80,103 people, so the second biggest WrestleMania attendance of all time. Yeah, and then Howard Finkel introduced the Hall of Fame inductees of 2007. Yeah, the inductees were JR, Mr. Perfect, Jerry the King Lawler, Nick Bockwinkel, Mr. Fuji, the Wild Samoans, and the Sheik, and Dusty Rhodes. So, yeah, that was the Hall of Fame class for 2007. Then after this, we got the World Heavyweight Championship match. Batista defending against The Undertaker. This was a great match right here. One of The Undertaker's better Wrestlemania matches. Yeah, they were countering submission, not submission, their finishing maneuvers. This match, Batista got in just enough offense for The Undertaker, against The Undertaker here. Yeah, The Undertaker survived a Batista bomb. Yep. And at one point, Batista, he slammed The Undertaker through the announce table. And at one point, while Batista had The Undertaker in a corner, Undertaker turned it into a last ride, but Batista survived it. Batista countered the tombstone a couple of times in the match. And in the end of this match, The Undertaker throws Batista into a turnbuckle, and Batista walks into a tombstone, and Undertaker wins. Yeah, that was a great match right there. 4 stars. And then after this, we got the 8-man tag team match, the ECW Originals, which were RVD, Tommy Dreamer, the Sandman, Sabu, versus the New Breed, which was Elijah Burke, Marcus Corban, Kevin Thorne, and Matt Striker. Yeah, this was okay, I guess. Yeah, mostly on the ECW Originals, it was mostly Tommy Dreamer and RVD legal in the match. Yeah, the New Breed, they were tagging in and out pretty much everyone. Yeah, it was mostly, I'd say, Elijah Burke and Matt Striker. Yeah, at one point, they all got to the outside of the ring. Tommy Dreamer got a DDT on Matt Striker, I believe it was. Then RVD got a 5-star frog splash for the win. So ECW Originals win. Yeah, it was okay. 2.5 stars. And then after this, we have Battle of the Billionaires, hair versus hair. Was Vince McMahon versus Donald Trump. They had representatives, wrestlers representing them in the match. They had, for Vince McMahon, it was Umaga, and for Donald Trump, it was Bobby Lashley. And Stone Cold was the referee in this match. Yeah, I really enjoyed this match a lot. This was great. Yeah, early on, Armando Estrada tried to get involved in the match, but Bobby Lashley took him out. Yeah, Stone Cold wasn't going to count anyone out. When he was counting while they were on the ropes for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, he would just pull them off. Yeah, at one point Vince McMahon was on the ring apron, and Bobby Lashley ran right into him and struck him down. And then Shane McMahon came out to check on Vince McMahon. And then Stone Cold got in Umaga's face, and Shane McMahon came. Stone Cold was distracted, and Umaga got a Samoan spike on Stone Cold. Then Shane came in, helped Umaga assault Lashley. Then Shane threw his shirt off, and he was wearing a referee shirt. Umaga got a splash on Lashley, but before Shane could make the count, Stone Cold pulled him out and threw him into the ring ropes. Then Stone Cold got back in, Umaga got a shot on Stone Cold again. And then as Vince McMahon was talking some smack to Stone Cold, Donald Trump came and struck Vince McMahon down. And then as Umaga was trying to get another Samoan spike on Stone Cold ducked from it and got a stunner on Umaga. And then Lashley got a spear and Lashley won. And then we saw Vince McMahon getting his head shaved, which was funny. And then afterwards, Vince McMahon was walking out of the ring back up the aisle. And then Stone Cold, as he was celebrating with Donald Trump and Lashley, gave Donald Trump the stunner out of nowhere. But yeah, it was a good match. I give it 3 3/4. And then after this, we got Lumberjill match for the Women's Championship. Melina defending against Ashley. This sucked. Ashley can't wrestle worth crap, and Melina won. Dud. Then we got the main event for the WWE Championship, John Cena defending against Shawn Michaels. Yeah, John Cena had another spectacular entrance here. He drove a Ford into the stadium and drove it through glass, and yeah. Yeah, and I thought this was a damn good match right here, too. Yeah, first part of the match, it was just kind of a regular wrestling match, and then in the second half, it really picked up. About to the outside of the ring, Shawn Michaels got a springboard moonsault off of the ring apron to John Cena onto the announce table. It didn't break, though. Yeah, Shawn Michaels countered the FU like 3 or 4 different times in the match. Yeah, one point, Shawn Michaels got busted open, and this match kept going back and forth. Shawn Michaels took a 5-knuckle shove from John Cena. Shawn Michaels accidentally gave the referee the sweet chin music. Shawn Michaels pile drove John Cena onto the steel steps. And then at one point, John Cena did get an FU on Shawn Michaels, but Shawn Michaels kicked out of it. And then John Cena got a sweet chin music from Shawn Michaels, but John Cena survived that. Yeah, Shawn Michaels was able to fight out of the STFU a couple of times in the match. And like I said, Shawn Michaels was countering the FU, including once. It was from the top turnbuckle. Well, John Cena tried to give him a super FU, or whatever you want to say it is. But Shawn Michaels was able to fight out of it, and he knocked John Cena off the turnbuckle, and he got I think it was a splash or a flying elbow or something, but John Cena survived it. And then at the end of this match, John Cena got the STFU on Shawn Michaels, and Shawn Michaels tapped out, and John Cena wins. So yeah, it was a good match. If I give it a 3 3/4, I think it is a little bit overrated. Yeah, but still, good match. Overall, this show, I give it about an 8 out of 10. Yeah, this is a really good show. With some flaws, yes, but it's still probably in the top 10 WrestleManias of all time. So yeah, that's my WrestleMania 23 review. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.